Hey everyone, so I know I promised you guys a prom get ready with me, but I didn't have time to do a prom get ready with me, and I feel like if I was to sit down and do a prom get ready with me, I would be more focused on the camera and the quality of the video, if the camera's focusing or not, instead of my makeup. So I decided to do a tutorial on my prom makeup. It's going to be in depth. I'm going to describe everything. Every single product that I use is going to be listed down below. If I was to give advice for anyone that was doing someone else's prom makeup or your own prom makeup, I would say use products that you know work good on your skin. Use products that you know you like. Stick to the basic products. Don't try to use anything new the day of prom. If you do want to go out and buy new products, buy them a week or two prior to the prom, because you don't want to wear it the night of prom and then you get an allergic reaction or something. That's not a fun time. I didn't even know what I was going to do on my eyes initially. Like, I didn't want to do anything black or anything brown because I already know a whole bunch of people were going to have those colors in their eyes. I wanted something that would pop. I wanted something different. So I decided to go in with pinks and purples. And I ended up loving how it looked. And don't use anything with SPF in it because you don't want to take a picture and look like Casper. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you guys like it. So I'm going to jump right into the video. I already have my eyebrows done. For primer today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover Primer, as well as the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Perfecting Primer. I think that's what it's called. You want to use a primer that you know is going to make your makeup look really nice and really smooth, and it's going to make your makeup last all day. And you also want to use a primer that goes with your skin. So if you have oily skin, use something that'll make your skin drier. If you have dry skin, use something that'll put some moisture to your skin. When I'm putting in the mattifying primer or the poreless primer, I like to pat it into my skin to make sure that it's really getting in there and it's not just going to be getting rubbed all over my face. So now I'm going to conceal my eyes. You can use any concealer for this. I use the LA Girl Pro Longwear Concealer. This is just to cancel out any redness, any veins, make the color look brighter, and make the eyeshadow last longer. And if you see me talking to anybody in this video, my stepsister was in the room while I was recording, so we were talking. Now I'm setting my eyelids to provide a smooth canvas for the eyeshadows that we're going to use in this look. I'm setting it with the first shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but you could use any eyeshadow, any powder to do this. For our transition shade today, I'm going to be taking that shade right there from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to put that directly into the crease. We're going to take that from inner corner to outer corner, and we're going to really carve out the crease. As we use more product from the brush, we're going to work the color up. Next, we're going to take the color Totally French from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I'm taking this on a Morphe M433 or M344. It's one of the two. I'll list it down below. And we're going to put this directly into the crease, and we're going to put it on the outer third of the eye. You don't want to take this too high because then that's when you can look like you got punched in the eye or like you have pink eye or something. You want to keep this low as possible in the crease and bring it upwards as there's less product on the brush. Next, we're taking this ColourPop eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Central Perk, and we're going to place that on the outer third of the eye and in the crease. And this is another color that you want to keep low in the crease, because once again, if you bring this color high, it can definitely look like you have a black eye. This color was giving me a lot of trouble to blend. I don't know if it was just that color, it was because the eyeshadow dried out a little bit, but the pigmentation is still good. It was just giving me a really hard time to blend. So you wanna, if this is the color that you're using, make sure that you work really hard at blending this color. I was here blending this for like 5 minutes, so just have some patience. Now I'm taking the color Totally Fetch again on the same Morphe brush, and I'm putting that directly over the purple so we can have a really nice gradient effect. And I'm going back in with the first shade that we used, and I'm placing it over the pink color to make sure that everything is really nice and blended. Now we're going to be cutting the crease, and you want to take your sweet time with this. I messed up a little bit, but it's okay because we're going to cover it with the glitter on top. So if you mess up with this a little bit, don't get discouraged, or don't wipe your eye off and start all over again. Just cover any mistakes with the liner. I was trying really hard to get in the frame and to get a good angle for you guys, but there was no way that I could have gotten a good angle and been comfortable with while doing this. So this was the best I could do, so bear with me. Once you're done cutting the crease, you want to set the concealer that you placed on your eye so it doesn't crease. Taking the Morphe 350 palette, I'm going to be using those two colors that you see me pointing at the top, and I'm going to be placing that on the lid. I've just sprayed my brush with the Badescu Rose Water Spray so we can get the most pigmentation out of those two colors. Now going back in with Central Perk, I'm just going to be diffusing the two colors just so they meet nicely and there's not an ugly harsh line. Taking the NYX liquid glitter liner, I'm just going to be drawing a line right where we cut the crease. I don't know if anybody else has this problem with this, but this liquid liner, it burns while it's drying. Like, it stings a little bit. So if anybody else has that problem, let me know, because I found that a little weird. But once it dries, it doesn't sting anymore, so you'll be fine. But you want to take your time with this because this is going to be covering the mistakes, so you don't want to make a mistake while covering the mistake, because then you're going to end up with a really thick line trying to fix whatever it was that you messed up. So just take your time with this. Using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, I'm going to give my eyelashes a quick coat to prep them for falsies. For foundation, you want to use something full coverage and long lasting, so I'm going in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I'm going to be placing that on the outer portions of my face and then blending it out and then on my forehead, just to make sure that we don't cake the foundation up, because it's really easy to put a whole bunch of foundation all over your face and then it'd be too much and then it's going to look cakey. So you want to add in a little bit at a time. This foundation is full coverage, so I don't really recommend going in with a lot of foundation until after you blend it all out and see where you need any extra coverage. For concealer, I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is my favorite concealer. I love this concealer. It's not too full coverage. It's not sheer. It gives you the perfect coverage, and it's really creamy and really blendable. And I love how it makes my makeup look. So I just had to use this for prom night because I knew it wouldn't fail me. To blend this out, I'm using one of Real Technique's new beauty sponges. I really like this beauty sponge. It's a different texture from their original one, but I really like it. It blends out my concealer really nicely. To set my face, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline New York Loose Setting Powder. Of course, I love this setting powder. It works really well and it doesn't make my face look cakey. And I'm going to be baking that. I'm going to be using that to bake underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to take my damp sponge and I'm going to dab it into the whatever powder is remaining, and I'm going to press it on top of my foundation. This gives your face the most beautiful finish. It doesn't make your face look cakey at all. The water like loosens up the particles even more, and it just melts it into your foundation, and it just makes everything look flawless. That was my stepfather interrupting my video, but I didn't want my lash line to be too smoky, so I took the transition shade that we used from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and then I took Totally Fetch from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I put that on my lower lash line with a Bobbi Brown blending brush. It doesn't have a number or anything on it, but it's just the perfect shape to do this. I don't know why I didn't discover it quicker. I had that brush sitting in my brush holder forever, and I just discovered it the other day. I couldn't find my pencil liner, so I had to improvise. I'm taking this black eyeshadow from Morphe. I believe it's in the shade Coal, or it's in the color Coal, or name Coal, whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. And I took that on an angled eyeliner brush, and I'm placing that on my waterline. It works just as good as eyeliner, if not better. It doesn't crack up throughout the day, and it doesn't transfer. To finish off the eye look, I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and I'm going to give my bottom lashes a quick coat. I feel like applying mascara to your bottom lashes just finishes off your whole face. Like, it just adds something to your face. Whenever I forget to put mascara on my bottom lashes, I feel naked. Like, I'm looking at myself and I feel like I look like a baby. To give my face some definition and structure, I'm going to be taking the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Contour Palette, and I'm going to be taking 2 shades at the bottom. And I'm just going to be contouring my cheekbones and the tops of my forehead. To contour my nose, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to be taking that shade right there, and I'm going to be running it from the beginning of my eyebrow down to the bridge of my nose. The closer you draw the lines together, the slimmer your nose will look. So just be cautious of that. And I start from the beginning of my eyebrows because that's going to give you the most natural look. Because if you just start from where the bridge of your nose starts and you go down, it's not going to give your nose a natural shadow. So whenever you contour, you always want to follow the natural shadows of your face. That's a good guideline. I'm also going to be running that right underneath the bottom of my bottom lip, just to give my bottom lip a little bit more of a powdier look and to make it look a little fuller. Now, what is a prom without some Laura Geller Gilded Honey? I couldn't go to prom without some of this on my face. I also ran some of it on my chest because my chest was out, so I went ham that day. But yeah, this highlight is so beautiful, but I'm running it along the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and the tops of my eyebrow. I also use that as an inner corner highlight. I wanted to use a matte shade for my brow highlight, so I'm taking the first shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, and I'm placing that on under the arch of my eyebrow. For lips today, I'm going to be taking my favorite lip combination, my go-to lip combination, which is the MAC Velvet Teddy, topped with the MAC Lip Glass in the shade, what is this in the shade? I forgot what shade it is. I always forget the shade of this lip glass, but I'm going to link it down below. To lock this makeup look in, I'm going to be giving my face a spritz of the Badescu Rose Water Setting Spray.